Welcome back, YouTube. Today I'm going to be searching $500 and $1 bills to see if you can find any fancy serial numbers or any star notes. I've never hunted these before, so I have a list of what I'm going to be looking for. If you guys have any tips for searching these or what's the best way to do it, let me know down in the comments. But with that, I got 5 different straps of $500 bills. Hopefully we can find a couple star notes, and if we find any, I'll check them on the Star Note website to see if we have any rare ones. But yeah, we'll start with the first strap of ones, and I'll bring you back if we find anything, or I'll do a recap after each strap. So let's get started. Okay, I just finished going through the first ream. We didn't have any real finds, but we had a bunch of close calls, so I'll show you those. This one isn't anything really special, just the 8 was kind of a misprint. I'm not gonna keep it, but just thought that was a little weird. This one was almost, I believe it's called a radar, where the first 4 numbers are repeated backwards. So we have 99, 33, and then just the 2 and the 0. If one of those, if that was a 0 or if that was a 2, 99, it would have been a full radar. Other than that, it's not really worth anything more, so that's going back. This one, we just had a 1998 and then 1637, so 2 years, but it's not really birth year, death year, so it's nothing really fancy. And this one was almost a birthday of June 11th, 2022, except for the 2 and the 0 are flipped, so it's almost a birthday note, but not really. So that's going back as well. All in all, we didn't really find anything good in the first ream, but we'll start the second ream and hopefully we can find some star notes or some good serial numbers. Let's get into it. In the second ream, we found our first star note. It's from 2017. It's not a special serial number, but it's our first find of the hunt. So we'll set that aside. At the end of the video, we'll plug this serial number into the website and see if it's a rare one or not. But let's continue with the hunt. All right, we have our next find. It's from 1993 F series. Let's flip it over and see if it's a web note. If it's a web note, the printing number will be above the one, not below. All right, the printing number is below, so it's not a web note, but it's still an old bill. So I'll set that aside. I keep all bills that are 2000 and lower in year. So I'll set that aside with the star note, and let's continue searching. A little bit farther in the ream, and we just found a 1995 from the I series. Let's flip it over and see if it's a web note. The printing number is below the bill, so it's not a web note, but it's still an older find, so I'll pull that out. Let's continue with the ream. Hopefully we can find a lot more. Just a couple bills later, we have another 1995, so let's flip it over and see if it's a web note. We keep finding lots of the old ones. Let's see if we can find a web note. All right, the printing number is under the 1, so it's not a web note. That's kind of sad, but at least we're finding a lot of the older bills. That's cool to see. We'll continue with the hunt. Almost done with the second ream. We found another 1995. So let's see if we can get lucky with a web note on this one. Nope, just a normal 1995. It's not a web note. That's all right. It's still another oldie. This ream turned out to be really good. Let's quickly just finish this off. Nothing fancy about that serial number. Nothing fancy about that one. All right, perfect. Just to recap, we found 1 star note, 3 1995s, and 1 93, none of them being web notes. That's all right, we'll set these aside and continue with the third ream. I'll bring you back if I find anything. We got our first kind of a find in ream number 3. It's a reverse birthday note where we have November 18th, 1909. Not really sure if it's worth anything, but I'll pull it out just in case because it is a backwards birthday note. It's been kind of slow in this ream, but hopefully we can find some more. Let's continue with the hunt. All right, we have our first star note of ream number 3 from the F series. That's now 2 star notes on the board, and that's good. Perfect, we'll continue with the hunt and hopefully we can find a lot more. Just a couple bills after that star note, we have an interesting serial number. Not sure if it's really worth anything, but it's 0, then it has 8866990. So it starts and ends with 0, then it has 3 doubles in the middle. I'll pull it out because that's cool. Not really sure if it's worth anything, but that's another find on the board. Looks like it's starting to be a really good hunt. Let's continue and see if we can find any other treasures. All right, just finished the third ream, added a star note and another find. We'll start with the fourth ream, and hopefully we can find some more star notes to add to our pile. Just a couple bills later, we found our oldest bill of the hunt. It's gonna be a 1988 from the A series. So this also has a possibility of being a web note. Nope. It's not a web note, it's just a normal 1988 from the A series. Still the oldest find we've got, so we'll add it to our pile of older bills and continue with the hunt. I just finished the fourth ream. Not a lot of finds, got a couple of old ones. But other than that, not a lot was found. We still have 1 ream left. Hopefully we can get some more star notes. I'll bring you guys back if I find anything else. I just finished going through all 500 $1 bills, and here's a short recap. We ended up finding 4 1995 bills, 1 1993 bill, and 1 1988 A series. It's in pretty good condition. It has a little crease down the middle, but other than that, it's pretty good. We ended up finding 2 better serial numbers where we have a reverse date with November 18th, 1909. And then we have, I'm not sure what this is called, but a 00, then 886699. Not sure if it's worth anything. I thought it was a cool serial number, so I pulled it out. And we ended up with 2 star notes. Nothing fancy about the serial numbers or the year, but I'll plug these into the star note website right now, and let's see if they're rare or not. I just put the serial number for the first star note in. As you can see, it's not a rare one, but that's all right. Generally, they're not going to be that rare, but hold on to them because they are worth more than just a regular dollar. But let's plug in the other one. I'll bring you guys back when I have that typed in. Just put in the other star note serial number, and again, it's not that rare, but that's all right. At least we have 2 star notes on the board in this hunt. Overall, I feel like it was a pretty good collection. I'm happy with all the old bills we pulled out and some of the fancier numbers we pulled out. I haven't really hunted $1 bills ever, and so I'm still in the learning process. So if you have any tips for me, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Ciao.